Hello. I was told to wear a tux, but I guess the instructions were unclear. Hello chat. Oh. So you expect me to do everything then? How ya doing Gamer0? Nice to see you Saul Aaron. Hi SLVR Striker. Greetings Pyrolite. Greetings Gothic Fox 2099. Howdy Jakebuck. Nice to see you Alex Pack 2005. Howdy H0 Lit 0 asked. Nice to see you Imnuphe. Hello Deepexpan. Good to see you Def Warrior 17. How ya doing Gerbil Face? Hi Flame Hirnar. Good to see you Prince Dobla. Howdy CP Colin 2. Good to see you Simpico. Hello's Angel Music.
Alrighty then. Oh, hey, Colin, since you're here, I can ask directly. Which one of you two is responsible between you and Matt for Tracker's initial line there of, I was instructed to wear a tux, but instructions were unclear. Alright, we're going to be doing the usual weekly SMZ3. Get everything ready to go, I bet. Poked my head up from the Stardew pit that I have found myself in. Oh no. And by pit, I mean trying to figure out which mod's causing an issue, because of course I'm playing a modded again. And the current issue is I don't take damage. That's kind of a major issue. I would prefer not to be invincible. Alright, let me see. Let me just go ahead and get the game ready on screen, though. I was asking which one between you and Matt were responsible for Tracker's opening line of, I was instructed to wear tux, but instructions were unclear.
Fresh meat.
Because I mean, she
High
is
spark of fuse.
technically wearing a tux. That is true. It was bad? Okay. That! Positive. Sillius, you're not allowed to go this time! Why do you do this? Damn it, Sunsoft! Sunsoft, the company that made a lot of, honestly, NES games that were all pretty good, that had kicking soundtracks. So things like Journey to Sillius, the Batman game, Blaster Master. Oh, the sprite. Well, in that case. Yeah, and instead they got that other awful NES Terminator game.
PB
Man!
for seed 851,408,073.
Hey, no problem! I'm glad other people are giving Dream Course a chance. It's one of those
I'm
games
actually
that...
way more intelligent than ChatGPT. I'm just lazy.
Yeah, sure. It's one of those games that a lot of people that play the first course of usually die because they haven't figured out how to do a decent golf shot and then give up on immediately. So, you know. Why the gamer? Thank you for the 48 months. That's 4 years. And now that's spinning a little bit more for us today as we find ourselves at the start of a new week. Admittedly, this is one of those weeks of the year where I tend to feel a little bit discouraged to do a whole lot, so we'll see how this week goes.
Palace of Darkness is now green pendant.
Money!
This is like some serious potion money. Magic Cape is now yours. I have to count so many of these.
Yeah, GDQ week. It's one of those things where it always has a visible impact.
Toggle Desert Palace big key on. 7 items left in Hyrule Castle.
Yeah, if the country was actually good, I wouldn't mind, but unfortunately it's been going downhill for years. There's still the occasional run that I'll load up a VOD of.
I'm sure you're happy if this is early in the seed.
Man, New Turf Masters is pretty good. I mean, in terms of golfing mechanics, it's nothing new. It's nothing fancy. But the freaking music, though, and the presentation, they nailed it. Ow, stupid bird. Well, the idea of a Super Metroid sprite's being pondered. It's just a matter of learning the limitations of a Super Metroid sprite. On the green! God, yeah, that one in particular.
Showtime!
That's a relief, I'm sure.
Yo, Paul, thank you for the
Writing
94
down
months. That's a
powerful
big
bombs
ol'
that
amount of support.
lumberjack ledge.
Keeping things chugging along, spinning that there, Jonathan. Help with the channel keep going. So we're attempting to use our brain today. We'll see what happens. My brain tends to be a bit absent during the summer. It's just how it be. Get out of here, bird. Wait, I already know those are bombs. Don't need those. That's why I think with the 55 months also have big ol' support all this time. So we got lots of resources now. I mean, I may as well just go straight to town. I got lots of money.
Neat. A whole quarter of a heart.
I mean, if you're asking me a question that has the words, have you ever heard of the anime in it? The answer is no. No, I haven't.
Hey, could you spot me $20?
Contrary to on-screen visual appearance, I don't actually watch anime.
Showtime!
At all. I don't even really watch TV. We could be in a thing for the 18 months. 20 total. Getting another spinning them in more for us today. Yeah, no, the Ace Attorney one. It's like between that and the Kirby one, go figure. I watched the ones that involve the things I already know.
Good to see you, G-Volt. The second missile pack is always special. Increased survivability by 1 step. Why do I track these again? Good job on getting a missile.
I haven't watched the F-Zero one, no. That one put me off from
Toggle
the
Moon
whole,
Pearl on.
you know, pro tag. I looked at it, it's like, I don't need to do another young up-and-comer story. These are always the same. Always. Yeah, but I don't want to watch them in Japanese. If there's a dub of it, I want to watch the
Three-quarters of a
dub.
heart is almost a working
Because I
one,
want to
I
watch the
think.
show, not read the show. I'm one of the hosts,
I
I'm
hope
sorry.
you find a lot more of these. I thought that Adam had no plans to authorize the use of these. I love the Power Glove, it's so bad. Seriously?
Hey, Tracker, Bottle Merchant is bullshit.
Marked Bottle Merchant as bullshit.
Oh, hey, that's vanilla.
10 whole arrows, wow. Hey, delicious meat.
I mean, they probably stopped halfway. F-Zero was another one of those anime that was a 4 kids dub, so chances are only about half the episodes got done as usual. And there's probably some censorship here and there. That's just how they
Wow,
do.
that's super. Where are the good items?
I know it was another one of them Foxbox ones. Another for the pile of corpses.
Hopefully the boots are not too hard to find. Writing down boss keycard at library. Good job on getting the wrecked ship boss keycard. Toggle boots off. Kidding. Greetings, buyer battleship.
Well, hey, at least they ended with Peak, right? Yeah, I was only aware of the Foxbox because, you know, I wanted to watch Kirby. Because it was delightful.
Track Tower of Hero map.
That show was so good. It managed to capture the spirit of the games rather nicely, where everything's, for the most part, low stakes and very upbeat, with the occasional bit of existential crisis. And yeah, DDD was fantastic. Definitely carried the show.
Sometimes it feels like you only find missiles in the game. 6 treasures left. 5
Look, people
treasures
can
left.
say
4 items left in Hyrule Castle. Track the charge beam in
stop
the
this,
shield.
stop that, well, yada
Only
yada.
your
Look,
second.
I'm just gonna stick to
I'm
the thing that
surprised.
actually uses the language I understand. It's just how it is. If the quality is bad, so be it. That's how I'm gonna remember the show. But I don't want to read the show. It's as simple as that. I want to sit back, relax, lay on the couch, or bed, or whatever I happen to have nearby, and watch and listen. If I had to go sit close so I can read the damn subtitles the whole time, it's gonna have a negative impact on my experience with the show. I want to just lay down and have a snack, enjoy myself. I just get real tired of the whole dumb versus sub bullshit, because it's just let people watch the show how they want to watch the goddamn show.
Turtle Rock key is now yours. Added more missiles. I don't get paid enough for this. Sop. Hammer time. I'm sure you're excited to get that.
Admittedly, yes, actually, Tracker, because that gives me Dark World access already, which is honestly a little bit worrying, but it's still cool. I wouldn't be surprised if Orchids was a big reason why this happened, yeah, because they're definitely responsible for a lot of the early questionable decisions and dubbing. Although it did lead to similarity every now and then. And every now and then it actually did things that made more sense. Like, I know one of the censorship things that happened in Kirby was the early episodes where DDD was riding a tank for some reason. They just changed it to the car that's used later on.
Talking
and I'm just like,
rod on.
Yeah, you know what? Why would DDD be driving a goddamn tank? The car makes way more sense. It's funny how they tried to censor, Escargot being very gay for DDD, but it didn't work.
The awkward tension is still there. It's still very there. They tried to censor it, but you can't.
Toggling mushroom on. Fine.
Yeah, in some ways they made it worse.
Next seed.
They just got rid of the really,
armor.
blatant stuff.
Marking off the criteria level 1 keycard. Can we get in line to ride it again?
That explains the Dark World
Riding
access.
down other orbit Lake Hylia Island.
Yeah, I'm not even kidding. DDD's assistant in the show was very much gay for him. They had the whole Mr. Smithers and Burns dynamic going on.
Sweet. But I thought you needed the flippers to get to Hobo.
Am I gonna get that wolf legit? Yes. Yes, I will. I usually only bother doing like Hylia stuff if it's like a convenience item. But if it's a major piece of progression like that, then I'll go get it legit. Yeah, the earliest episodes of the Kirby show. In Japan, he's riding a goddamn tank. And it's one of those things that's easier to replace because it's a 3D model, right? That show was a mixture of 3D and 2D. So all they had to do was a model swap.
Increasing collection of missiles.
Oh yeah, the DK cartoon. What a thing! I was one of those Canadian kids responsible for that show getting a second season. Second season sucks. The first season was considerably better, and it was still bad. It's like the animation was already bad in the first season, and it somehow got worse.
Money, 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 money.
It would have been much easier to find a heart container.
You know.
Why would you be riding a tank? I mean, it certainly gets the whole tyrant thing across, doesn't it? About as subtle as a brick to the face, but I mean, that's probably what they were going for. Make it very clear, hey, this guy's a bit of a tyrant, yo. But both verses of the show stick to the car after the car episode. It just makes
Marking
more
off
sense.
the Norfair level 1
Flashy
key
and
card.
showy. Two things that DDD loves. Huh, you know, I can actually check the first check of Castle Tower with this cape. I suppose I'll do that.
I reserve the right to not care. Don't spend it all in one place.
Well, in this case, the tank was... It was just a tank. It was a very stereotypical tank. Except one of the ones that you rode on top of instead of within. So, you know, a cartoon tank still. Yeah. Yeah. I'm going this way first while my HP's down. Makes it easier to death warp. But yes, I'd say that the Kirby show is one of the least impacted by the various censorship, which
Cool.
makes
More
sense
20
because it's,
rupees.
you know, it's Kirby.
3 treasures left.
How much could there be with Kirby? And hey, they still kept that bit with Kirby rapidly firing an Uzi.
Or whatever it was. Uncontrollably just firing in all directions.
Track half magic. 2 items left in Hyrule Castle.
Who gave this child a gun? Yeah, I've heard about their plans to do more movie adaptations, and I dread them.
You now have 420 rupees. Har. That's the funny
It's
number.
not like the Mario movie was
Just one
bad,
more.
but it was also more like
Saying
a bad
goodbye to
trip.
Castle Guard. Good job.
That movie had an energy that is way too young for me.
I get it. I'm old now. I understand, but like, God, please, pacing. Some level of pacing.
Yeah, the newer ones.
Oh. Neat.
Wait, I'm not done yet.
Wow. Reserve tanks. Just one more.
Oh yeah, the plotline was fairly difficult, but the pacing of it was absurd. When this baby reaches 200 miles an hour, it's never gonna stop. It's just gonna keep going 200 miles per hour the entire time. It had exactly one scene after the very start that slowed down for a little bit. And then the rest of it was just full throttle at all times. Constant stimulation, constant noise, constant one-liners. The curve of the gun scene, yeah.
It's certainly something.
That's as bad as Gumshoe trying to show Pearl a gun. Gumshoe, you idiot.
More 20 rupees? That's everything in Hyrule Castle.
It's like, Gumshoe, your heart's in the right place, but you're also an idiot. I mean, let's face it, the reason why they probably spend a lot of time on the previews and whatnot on that one is probably that's how the cast felt. Or at the very least, some of the people doing the animation work.
If you got hit less, you wouldn't need these.
Like, please.
Marked office
I
sticks.
don't want to be on this project
Tracking Ice
anymore.
Palace map.
Please.
Double the pressure. Double the blood. Yay. More missiles. I at least had fun with my one viewing of it, but I'm certainly not intending to go back. I'm sure you're excited to
It's
get
like,
that.
well, that is a thing that I have not watched. It's okay. It's like this is definitely made for this generation of children. The ones who need constant stimulation. I'm good. I like to actually have downtime, you know? It's kind of nice to just be able to relax. Oh. My brain doesn't need that much constant engagement. Oh yeah, the Sonic movies were definitely better than the Mario ones. There's no real contest there, but they're also a very different flavor. Because those are definitely trying to be their own thing rather than have anything to do with the games for the most part.
Time to get things done in Metroid.
Fresh meat.
Look, if the Mario movies gave us anything, it was, Mario will be played by Chris Pratt. He's so cool.
God damn it, Miyamoto.
Yeah, it's one of those things, especially with a plot like a Mario game, you do need to do some adaptation if you want to get it something more compelling or, good. I mean, let's face it. Mario games don't have a whole lot of plot going on. They're all about the gameplay. It's part of why I usually like them.
More pieces of heart. 7 treasures left.
Yeah, you can take for the RPGs, but let's face it, they were trying to appeal to kids, right? Kids ain't gonna frickin' know the RPG plots. They're kids!
Howdy Sparky Fluffles.
Yeah, you try to tell that to a kid these days. You think they have the attention span to sit down and read? Well, good call to
You
go this
better
way.
not drop that mirror and get bad luck. 6 treasures left.
It does depend on the kid, but I'm just talking, they're trying to go for the broad audience. And if you have to use the qualifier, it depends on the kid, well, that's not broad enough.
Upgraded caffeine by 1 step. 5 treasures left. Cool. More 20 rupees. 4 items left in Skill Woods. Who put 3 E-tanks in this game? 3 treasures left. Toggling Skull Woods key on. 2 items left in Skill Woods.
Let's see. At least I can go get the morph ball as soon as I find the flippers. Man, there really are a lot of ingredients for finding this one thing.
Riding
Wow,
down
would you look
floaties
at
of
that?
Bumper Cave Ledge.
Right then, let's go get that morph ball. Man, the Zelda movie is quite a conundrum because with how that series has gone, you actually get a bit more of a case for which game are they gonna base it off of.
Tracking Zora's flippers.
Because, like, one would be like, oh, hey, it should do Ocarina of Time. But that game hasn't been relevant to, like, the current generation of kids for a very long time. It's like, do they go with the original game? There wasn't much of a plot there. But, I mean, it's freaking Miyamoto at the helm again, right? So he'd be more attached to the original one, because that was his thing, his baby.
Hello Evil Chbrian.
There we are, known to baby good movies. Well, I mean, not his illumination, but...
Cool. More missiles. Hey Ultra Cool Guy 48.
It's like, sorry to burst people's bubbles here when it comes to how old some things are, but like, it is important to remember that these are actually designed for kids. Like kids.
Toggled ether on.
I'm in. Oh god, yeah, the other series would be horrendous to try to do a series for. Especially since, let's face it, a lot of its humor and style is very much linked with the 90s things it's referencing.
It's morphin' time. You better escape before you get zapped. Mark Super Missile at Zora's Ledge.
What you got? Skullwood's key. No, I'm good. Hey, Tracker, King Zora is bullshit.
Try again.
Hey, Tracker, King Zora is bullshit.
Ignoring King Zora. You can stop picking up super missiles any day now.
Let's give yes, because I don't need it. That's really it. You technically need it for, you know, logic, but that's about it. Yeah, I mean, technically you don't even need a Skullwood's key at all to get everything in there, other than the big key, of course. But yeah, I'd still rather have one, because it makes routing a lot easier. God, who would you cast as Ganondorf? That's a good question. I don't even know if there's like a big name that... Because of course they're going to want to target big names. That's been the obsession for Hollywood for ages. I don't know if there's a single one that would fit.
Tracking silver arrows. That was kind of you to help that old man when you couldn't see.
No, none of the wrestlers.
Making a note that missile pack is at Spectacle Rock.
It's like I'm more interested in somebody who can pull off the character rather than, you know...
Oh, but I wanted
He's
to
muscular.
go to Hookshot Cave. Oh well, logging it as useless. Meridai level 2 keycard is now yours.
Oh god, The Rock. Sadly, he was the first name that came to mind for what somebody in Hollywood would actually pick. that wouldn't work because his contract states that he's not allowed to lose. So,
Found more missiles.
it'd be a very different movie.
Toggling flute on. 5 treasures left. I suppose it's better to know this now.
And I don't have any pod keys, so it's not even worth me going there yet.
Nice to see you, Ascorian.
Yeah, let's go
More
in.
50
Let's go.
rupees. 4 items left in Tower of Hera. Sky floating crap is kind of rare to see.
Oh!
Marked X-ray scope at floating island.
Yeah, you know how people tend to jest that Square should have just made a movie since that's what they've been doing with their games? Well, they did make one. It wasn't very good. I never watched it, but like, the general consensus is that it wasn't very good. They made 2! Oh, right, hang on, I kind of forgot about Advent Children, which was still not particularly great, but I mean, at least it had the Turks. They were fun.
Okay.
It still looks good, that's definitely true. Yeah, I wasn't joking when I said that earlier. He contractually can't lose.
Imagine being so much of a spoiled baby that you literally have a contractual stipulation that you can't lose a fight. What is he, a preschooler on the playground?
Good job on getting the Eastern Palace big key. Marking off a big 20.
My everyday improved shield protects me.
Tracked fairy bottle. Toggling red boomerang on. Toggled progressive shield on. Toggled desert palace key on. Toggling piece of heart on.
A lot of people these days, fan children. Money. Money. Have enough, then you can just be a spoiled baby, and nothing people can do about it.
High silent trouble.
It's not a fun answer, but it is the answer.
Toggling Tower of Hera key on.
Do I continue to follow this rabbit hole? Yes. Yes, I do. This is the biggest waste of time. Going all the way back up the mountain just so I can do Spike Cave to get a Tower of Hera small key so I can go all the way back up the mountain so I can check the Hera basement. This is gonna be such a bait. If I could move. Sir, if I had magic powder, you'd be dead right now. So yeah, there's a reason why I don't tend to consume much media these days. It's actually kind of funny how little I end up consuming at this point. I stick to my own faithful ones that I just kind of stick to because they're, you know, actually fun. And that's pretty much the long and short of it. I'll occasionally check out something new, and about 9 times out of 10, it's a disappointing pile of slop. But fun! I mean, pretty much any media. Most of the times it's games, because, like, that's the primary thing that I'll actually check out, but... Is there anything modern I've liked in terms of shows? Actually, that might have been worth it.
Marked off the ice rod. 3 treasures left.
It's a good question. I mean, I liked the 2017 version of DuckTales, but that's 8 years old now. I don't watch anime.
Tossed another reserve tank onto the pile.
I haven't played Ace Attorney Investigations 2. Go figure, I wasn't exactly too enthralled about the idea of picking up another one after having played the first one. I know it's better, so I ought to play it at some point, but,
Marked off the super speedy boots. Writing down 50 rupees at that spot on the right side after the gauntlet. Making a note that blue rupee is at gauntlet shaft left.
it's funny, I only need to say 2 words, and everybody who's ever played... anybody who's ever played Ace Attorney's Investigations 1 will immediately understand and shiver. Extraterritorial rights. Oh.
Good job on the tech. Was it a first try? Yay. More explosive arrows. Piece of heart is now yours.
No, not extraterrestrial. Extraterritorial.
Found more missiles. Good job on getting the Swamp Palace big key. Toggled plasma beam on.
Remind you, you've never escaped him! The interrogation is secretly still going on to this day!
Marking off the screw attack. Did you seriously need 3 of these?
Yeah.
Marking off another missile. I prefer chocolate over vanilla.
There's no escape. There's
Sweet.
no escape. I was yet another one. They thought, this game's must be wrapping up by now, right? So I decided to see it through to the end and just I'll finish it up. Several hours later!
Marking off the hooking shot.
Wasn't even remotely close! Surely this will be the final battle. There's still 4 hours left! Investigations 1's big crime was pacing, and its lack thereof. So much drawn-out, unnecessary dialogue! It's like the meat and potatoes of many of those games is the dialogue, and if it's getting tiring, you've written way too much. I mean, at least Rise from Ashes was interesting. I wouldn't want to do it again anytime soon, but like, I came out of that with a positive experience.
So many heart containers. Cool. More energetic tanks.
But I think that
Do
justice
you
for all.
have enough supers yet?
I mean, oddly, it might actually be my favorite game of the series at the moment. That's being carried like crazy by the final case of the game, but I mean, like, it also has some other stuff that I enjoy. But not the circus. Not the
Toggling
circus.
grappling beam on.
Oh god, the circus. I didn't even mind some of the characters nearly as much as other people in that one, but I'll never in a million years forget the frickin' underage love triangle part of that plot. Ugh. Gross. I'll take 100 mows over that. Yeah, the anime axed that shit almost entirely. Good.
Your mom signed the permission slip. Now you can carry more bombs. Of course this location would have a shitty item.
Yeah, Mo was literally the only character that actually had some good aspects. Other than Max just being a little country bumpkin. That was kind of funny. Fine, I'll just kill them. Hate these things. The second case from the third game. I mean, the third case from the third game, excuse me. I also love the second case from the third game. Like, all my favorite cases from the third game are all the ones that don't involve she who must not be named.
added another heart container to the stash.
The freaking mass-to-mass case is up there for one of my favorites in the whole series. It's just so fun! It's so freaking fun! A beautiful energy! Who is she who must not be named Dahlia Hawthorne? I didn't really vibe with any of the spirit channeling stuff, so the entire last case being built around that, understandably I preferred the much more, less fantasy stakes of Justice for All's finale. Also, it provided the mental image of Miles just grabbing a massive stuffed bear and carrying it over his head outside of a hotel.
Just yoinking that shit and going for a run.
Enough pieces for 2 full hearts.
Yes!
Wow.
Well, less the queen of all bitches and more the pettiest of all bitches. I couldn't see Apollo Justice through to the end, so I have no opinion on the finale there. I got so sick of the characters by the time I made it to the 3rd case.
Neat.
Oh, the game is so aggressively annoying!
Picked up a nickel.
The only character I really liked was Apollo!
And he doesn't even get to star in his own game!
Once again, game, the diagonal shine spark is very easy to control and you just ignore it. I didn't mind Hobo Phoenix. He was okay. I got a kick out of him effectively just trolling Apollo at all times.
Picked up more super missiles.
It's the Phoenix that's had it with this shit and he's just screwing with people. It's like, alright, Benson, they want to screw with me, I'll screw with them. Yeah, I hate Emma and Apollo Justice. It's like, I get it. I get it should be salty about it, but like, they really made her super hateable by her taking out her frustrations on literally everyone around her. That is a horrible character trait, and it's just so saddening to see it happen to a character that I liked.
It ain't easy, Bane Green.
Yeah, unfortunately, I haven't played Spirit of Justice for reasons that are fairly obvious if you consider something I said earlier.
Okay. Congratulations with your new titty mitts. I hear Peg World is beautiful this time of year.
Oh yeah, we do have all the ingredients for getting the good stuff. I'll have to make my way up there. Yeah, the game's all about channeling, that's it. That's the one. I took one look, it's like the whole game takes place in Karayan, eh? Otherwise known as the one place I dislike the most from the original stuff. Well, not playing that one! Yeah, but I'm not gonna go through everything else just to get to 2 cases that might have some appeal for me.
Swamp Palace key is now yours.
I mean, wishful space subjection, but there's multiple possible. The one that immediately comes to mind for me is objection. I thought I would think about something while I was objecting. I didn't. Now goes the scene. Early Dark World access is kind of neat, otherwise fairly typical so far. Oh yeah, I've played all the newer official new mods. I actually streamed Legacy of Rust. That was a good time.
Marked off the morph bomb.
Except for one map that was terrible, but like the rest were really good. There was one map that was made by a sadist, and then the rest of it was actually quite good. What'd they do?
Marked bottle at Crocomyra's gate.
They built an entire map around something that hurts you if you're close to the enemy, in this case the new flamethrower weapon, and then made every encounter super
more
close
supers.
quarters and cramped. It's also a short-range weapon, and the entire map has a bajillion snipers all over the goddamn place constantly shooting at you, so you never even get a frickin' 1/10 of a second to just take a breath!
Tracked sword. Even more missiles. Is this even randomized?
But yeah, that was the only map that I actively disliked. A lot of the maps I really, really liked. Like the opener of the second episode of Legacy of Rust is really good. No, I want to pistol start that map. No. Yeah, I heard it was just another one of the various things Guild and Microsoft laying off their entire gaming industry force. Yeah, Rivera's still working on... What's he calling it? Hellion? Yeah, Hellion. He was actually, like, working on a new game for a while there, but unfortunately, it was just yet another thing killed off by firing literally almost 10,000 people.
Quake is now known for Tortoise Rock.
It wouldn't have been Daikatana too. I don't think he's quite that brazen.
Upgraded shirt by 1 step. Tracked Meridai level 1 keycard.
I also have never touched Windows 11. Bless thee, Linux Mint. It may be a little bit more of a pain in the ass to set up, but now that it's been set up for all this time, I've been super comfy.
That's nice. Other people may want some 20 rupees too, you know. Track 20 rupees.
Yeah, Linux is definitely still a pain in the ass to actually get going, but once you get it going, it's good to go.
X-ray scope is now yours. I bet the view is better than what you got.
Yeah, my choices were pretty much wait it out until October and then try to figure something out, or get started early on switching over to Linux and just have the time in between to get used to it. And you know what? I got used to it, so we good. There's a couple of things that I'd lose out on, such as I don't have hands anymore. But, you know, it works pretty good. Getting OBS working was a massive pain in the ass, but it got there eventually. I actually had to get in there and modify some of the code myself when building it from source to fix a few of the problems. Nothing too crazy. I had to get rid of a whole bunch of like debugging output because he was constantly spamming debugging output with my particular capture card. That was causing the output, the debug logs to start becoming gigabytes in size.
The permission slip.
And I'm like,
now
oh
you can
god,
carry more arrows.
That won't do. We gotta get rid of that. Yeah, my hands are gone. I can hold my hand up to the camera all I want, but it won't display on the model anymore. Because unfortunately, the kind of scuffed solution I have for getting the VTuber
Smart
stuff
ether
working
is
in
required
Linux
for miserable Maya.
does not actually have the hands.
Your piece of heart collection is getting somewhere. Picked up more E-tanks.
Yeah, it's one of those things. As long as you have
Writing down
patience, Linux is
explosive arrow
fine.
at desert ledge.
But you need to have
Good job on getting
A,
a missile.
patience, and B, be okay with having to learn technical stuff. Because even though Mint's a lot easier than Linux used to be, like, I used to back in the days of Mandrake and Slackware, so... there's still, once you have to do niche stuff, just some nitty-gritty you have to learn.
I bet you wish you had seen that hint tile sooner. 5 treasures left. Tracking piece of heart. Toggled Brinstar level 2 keycard on. 4 items left in Desert Palace.
I mean, this past couple of years for the gaming industry has been nothing but layoffs, layoffs, layoffs. Let's just be how it is at the moment. And it's probably not going to change anytime soon. Kind of makes me glad I never actually pursued that particular career path.
Did you mean to get this? 3 treasures left.
Yeah, that's the big thing. It's like, Linux wouldn't be in the state it is right now if it wasn't for Valve actually pushing to get game compatibility going. They did a good. Yeah, they did a good in their usual thing of seeing a market that wasn't being catered to, that there was potential for, and pushing it.
2 items left in Desert Palace.
One of those, it's still a very business-oriented decision, but it has a positive outcome type of things. It's more or less how they got Steam itself to be so successful, so... Oh god, EA. I can't even remember the last EA game I've ever purchased. Has it been since The Sims 3? It might have been since The Sims 3. I think that legitimately might be the answer. And even then, I only bought the base version. None of the DLCs. I did get a couple of the DLCs on Steam, but by a couple, I mean, had someone and a cat. That's it. That was the big DLC I bought. Whoopee. Hey, but it was 90% off!
Finish! Alright, first place!
Until they
Add
have it
another
back with
power bomb
DLC
to
now.
the stash.
Nope.
Nothing left in Desert Palace. Marked landmills as defeated. Desert Palace is now blue crystal.
Okay, yeah, there's some, for some DLC. Not all, but some. Mostly the, like, major expansions. But the bajillions and bajillions and bajillions of smaller DLC. Nope. I ain't touching Sims 4.
How are you even storing this many turtle rock
I
keys?
took one look at that, it's like, why have we gone so backwards from the previous game? And then I never went any further than that. It's like, I know it's technically better now, but you'd have to pay a freaking fuck ton to get enough DLC to get an equivalent. I'm good on that one. I'm good on that one. What distro am I using? I'm using Linux
How
Mint.
are you even carrying that many missiles?
Because I haven't used Linux in, like, almost 20 years, so I decided to go with an easier distribution.
Tracking space jump.
I've thought about Arch, but, like, I don't have the time and effort to put into that. There's a lot of distros, but there's only really a handful that are
7 treasures
all that
left.
notable.
Tracked green potion bottle. 6 items left in Thieves Town.
I mean, yeah, piracy's already been heavily on the increase lately, because, yeah, people can't get a good service, so they'll just go that route.
You now have 4 Turtle Rock keys. 5 treasures left. Toggling Misery Mire key on.
Yeah, Fedora's the other
4
one that I
items
would have
left in
made
Thieves'
note
Town.
of. It's like Mint, Fedora, and Arch are probably the big 3. Fedora's that nice middleman because, you know, it actually has some money behind it. It's been that one
Marking
that
off
actually
the
has
bouncy
people
ball.
working on it for a long, long time now.
Pop a pop.
Oh yeah, you always have to be
Pop a
careful
pop.
whenever you're going through the
Pop a
pirate's
pop
method.
pop. Pop a pop a pop pop.
Although a lot of people
Pop a
these
pop.
days didn't grow up with the likes
Pop a
of
pop.
Kazaa and LimeWire. Or you had to be really careful about what you were downloading, because 9 times out of
Hey.
10 it's a virus.
More missiles. At least the food is nice. Toggle peg world mode off.
Man, I need to actually go get the blacksmith. Oopsie doopsie. That was the day where a virus scanner was very important. It's also because back then you used to go to a lot more than like 3 websites. So you also needed to have active scanning available to protect you from just exploring the net. Yeehaw! Man, I've been getting really high dig counts lately. This is getting out of control.
Marking off another 50 rupees.
I mean, ad blockers have been pretty much mandatory for online internet surfing for a long time now. There was a very short period where the internet wasn't drowning in ads. Very short. What I use for video editing in Linux? If I actually do bother doing some video editing, I'll just load up DaVinci. DaVinci Resolve! It's not the best of video editors I've used. It has a couple of issues with rendering, and, like, the interface is weirdly okay. There's some things that are way too difficult to do for no reason, like green screen effects. But it's free. It has the features that I actually need, like, in some form or another.
Good
So,
job on
good
getting
enough.
the Meridia boss keycard.
It's a little bit of an ass pain to get running in Linux, because there's some stuff that doesn't work quite right, but at least it has some documentation to get that figured out. Yeah, back in the day, the ads were less about interrupting the media you're trying to actually load up, and it was much more about flooding the page in just extra pop-ups and garbage on the side, and bad times.
Marked off the Brinstar level 1 keycard.
Yeah, some distros probably already have it. Mint wasn't one of them, sadly. I did have to do some extra steps to get DaVinci running.
That's a lot of soup. Toggling Brinstar boss keycard on.
Damn! Smith is the guardian of Brinstar, apparently. Yeah, and Valve doesn't make games anymore. Okay, they occasionally put something out, but like... And Larian's closer to an independent thing. Since they put out like a game every several years. Well, in the wise words of a certain Gavin, you have killed more than 2 people.
Writing down Misery
Less
Mire
than
key at
3.
Ruin Pool.
I mean, less than 4, excuse me. I messed it up.
Good job on getting a Thieves' Town key. 9 items left in Swamp Palace. Toggling lamp on. 8 treasures left.
Ah, Valve. Forever very mixed. But I'll take mixed over just exclusively negative. Excuse me? Am I, getting subpixeled around here?
I hope you were quiet during the cutscene.
I was
Wait.
indeed getting subpixeled.
Why did you not go watch the cutscene?
You have to hug the wall on the left there for it to work. Otherwise, your subpixels will be messed up. Ugh. Subpixels. Decimals. Fractions. I know some
Marking
people
off
that
a
are very
palace of
scared of
darkness key.
fractions.
7 treasures left. Marking off the Ice Palace big key. 6 treasures left.
I'm just gonna go around the long way for this one. I don't like trying to do we're down with just a bomb with that stupid fire snake around, so we'll just do it as intended. With the key that I stole, but I mean, it still works. Yeah, I remember the old PC games that I grew up with. I mean, I still like most of them. Doom's the obvious one. A lot of the other stuff was just stuff that would come on those shareware discs that you'd occasionally get with other games. So
I
stuff
hope
like
your
the,
wallet is big enough.
stuff like the
5
first couple of
treasures
planets
left.
of Jazz Jackrabbit, which those were the only really good stages, so that's fine.
Increased survivability by 1 step.
Yeah, first episode
4
of,
treasures
well,
left.
the first section of Commander Keen 4. There's this silly block game called Boppin'. That's a weird one. I forget what the game was called, but there was another one. It was like a first-person maze adventure type of game. And you could, like, transform into different things. It was before Doom, so it was all still very flat. It came with, like, a group of multiple games. I can't remember the name of it. Of course, there's Silver Ball. That was a good time.
Is this underwater? Cool. More missiles. 3 treasures left. 2 treasures left. Toggled Palace of Darkness key on.
A lot
How
of my
you doing,
PC stuff
Cavalier?
came before the internet, so... Just random PC games
You
that
now
I had.
have 3 Palace of Darkness
Gee, I think it's
keys.
time to go to Pod.
1 item left in Swamp Palace.
3 Palace of Darkness
Howdy
small
Alistair
keys.
Duskern BT.
And the lamp in this dungeon, eh? I've kind of a lot of the early, like, sim-style games. So, like... I remember I had Sim Island, but that wasn't very good. That much just to look, so baby. Go SimCities 2000 and 3000, that was that good shit. No Sim Tower. Damn, that was a hell of a swamp palace. Shame it's a pendant, though.
Cane of Somaria is now yours. That's everything in Swamp Palace.
Screw it, I'm gonna
Cleared
go to
Swamp
Ice Palace.
Swamp Palace is now Pendant of Wisdom.
I had a couple of the Lego games back in the day, specifically Racers and Rock Raiders. Let me tell you, Lego Racers is a lot better on PC than it was on N64, or whatever the other platform it was on. There was this DOS-based game that was about building roller coasters. Not Roller Coaster Tycoon, it was just about the roller coasters. That one was pretty fun. Had a bunch of characters that acted as judges with a whole bunch of reaction images depending on what they thought about it.
A bit too late for that hint tile now. Hi.
Ah yes, and of course there's the Wing Commander games. That was the only time I ever had like a proper flight stick for anything, and my god! That's some good shit. Those games are meant to be controlled with the flight stick. It just doesn't feel right otherwise.
Marking off another 10 arrows. 7 items left in Frigid Palace.
Of all those old games, though, the only couple of ones that I really go back to very much are Doom and SimCity 3000. I like SimCity 4 as well, but 3000 is just the right comfy amount.
That was an okay icebreaker, but how about this one? What item from another Metroidvania do you wish was in this? 6 treasures left. Tracking Ganon's tower key. Okay. 5 items left in Frigid Palace.
Yeah, that whole Always Online release definitely killed the SimCity franchise real bad. That's okay.
Found more 300 rupees.
I guess City
4
Skylines
treasures
showed
left.
up and filled the void. It's a different flavor, but it's still similar enough.
Marking off the bombos. 3 items left in Ice Palace. Tossed another missile onto the pile. 2 items left in Ice Palace. I already said hi to you, G-Volt.
Oh no. Ah. Yeah, Skylines 2 isn't great. Mostly due to, and try to be surprised, major optimization issues! Yay!
Cool. More 20 rupees. One more to go in here.
Yeah. They were rendering way too much in Skylines 2 or something along those lines. They got a little too ambitious, and unfortunately, most people don't have the PC for ambitious.
Good to see you, Mad Steve 79.
Hey, Cold Stare! I brought lots
Hey,
of
kid
fire!
is Wildcat.
Burn! 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 Hey, Tracker, I defeated Cold Stare without taking damage.
That was some impressive work. Congratulations on your new first
Well.
content. Saying goodbye to Cold Stare.
That helps narrow things down.
Track Thieves Town map. Nothing left in Ice Palace. Sig kill Cold Stare.
Hey, Tracker, mark remaining dungeons as crystal.
Set all other dungeons to a blue crystal.
Hey, Tracker, mark Ice Palace as blue pendant.
Marked Ice Palace as pendant of power.
Yeah, unfortunately, one of the most quickly trimmed out departments when it comes to games is QA. Cursing, we gifting yourself over to Puddin' Pants. Puddin' Pants. I wouldn't want pudding in my pants. Be most uncomfortable. I don't remember the names of a lot of the, like, really early DOS games that I played back in the day. Like the ones that still use the VGA color scheme. The most I know is that one of them was Sokoban? The box pushing games. It's my first exposure to those. They're fun!
Marking off another missile. 13 items left in Palace of Darkness.
I do at least remember the name of the interface that I used back in DOS. Quick Menu. A very early days version of a mouse-based interface for loading
Good.
things.
I didn't want to go to Green Bryn Star bottom left area anyway.
Alright, I was hinted that this area was required earlier. Now I have several keys, so this should work. It was one of those things. I was just a kid at the time, so what I used was whatever was available.
Okay, you have enough missiles now. 12 items left in Palace of Darkness. Wait, you're not supposed to be able to get to Palace of Darkness map chest yet. 11 treasures left. Toggled piece of heart on. Marking off another 3 bombs.
Yeah, I was definitely the
10
person
treasures
in the
left.
household that even bothered to learn how a computer works. So whenever there was a problem, well, I now get the frickin' kid to do it. Fine.
Added more plus 5 arrow capacity.
Yeah, for this so-called
9 treasures left.
mandatory Palace of Darkness, I have yet to see it. There it is.
Various suit is now yours. 8 treasures left. Good job on getting the swagnet. 7
the
treasures
swagnet.
left. More 20 rupees. 6 items left in Palace of Darkness.
Alright, pod's also a pendant, so I'm actually gonna burn this key.
Found more missiles. 5 treasures left. Increasing collection of 10
Back to
arrows.
Super Metroid!
4 treasures left.
It's like, oh yeah, the other game! I should go back to them. Oh yeah, there's 2 games in this game! Right. I mean, just autopiloting in circles around Link to the Past. I know I still only have 15 power bombs. I think I have regular bombs now, so it's less of a problem, but like, still.
Added another piece of heart to the stash. Please. Do we have to be here?
Yes, Tracker. I know, but it must be done. I think that's the first time I've heard her actually start begging. Please, no. I'm sorry, but Crane must die. Whew! I know that first shot missed, so I
Toggle
fired an
plays
extra
on.
just in case.
Watch out for his awful son on the way out.
Hey,
Track
Tracker,
Desert
track
Palace map.
content.
Neat. Even more heart containers.
Open World Doom. That's just called Hexen. And it's bad. You know, just think we're get together the 2 subs going on over to Taco Crazy and Metacat. Tacos. I could go for a taco. Yeah, it says taco. I suppose that could also be Toko, but I mean... depends on if you're going for, like, pronouncing it like toe or talk. As in, like, a clock. Let me in! Let me in! Let me in!
No!
Let me in! Let me in!
Yes.
There may be nothing over by the other bridge time like QT card stuff, but there might be something here.
Why don't we go visit Spore Spawn for old time's sake?
I guess I could have. Oh well. Too late now.
That's nice.
Give Sports Spot his nickel back. Oh.
Toggling castle tower key on. But I thought you needed the wave beam to get to wave beam glitch room.
Oh. God, unfortunately, yes, I have heard of and been exposed to that garbage. I'm not sure it would be physically possible for that thing to be any more the least thing I want to play. It's got it all! Predatory monetization. Frickin' trying to get money out of nothing but waifus. Lazy ass mobile port to the point where it even defaults to still being in TikTok clip mode.
Who put 4-5 rupees in this game?
Extremely repetitive, boring gameplay.
Good job on getting the Norfair boss keycard.
Incessantly draining dialogue.
Toggling ice palace key on. So many energy tanks.
Ah, yes! And this actually fits into a discussion earlier. It's all exclusively in Japanese. I really didn't get anything out of that. There's yet more I have to do in Link to the Past. You don't understand people who are obsessed with gacha games? It's gambling.
Showtime!
It's the same reason as any other gambling type of thing. It gives a hit to that to a certain point of the brain, gets people excited, and they'll keep on gambling. It's everything for the 95 months. Also, theoretically, it can make, in this game's case, somebody's stat brain go all sorts of all over the place. Because I know a few people that do like optimization and spreadsheets type of stuff. Unfortunately, it's buried under that interface, and oh,
Is it ever an interface?
Get some Gatorade for the 29 months. Get nothing, spin it a little bit more for us today. It's like people can play it if they want, but I always have to emphasize, spend responsibly.
Oh yeah.
Added more missiles. Nothing left in Hyrule Castle Tower.
I mean, the main overworld theme's fine for Yoshi's Island, yes, but yeah, it is a mostly really uneventful OST. It's still not Yoshi's New Island, but I mean, it's could be a lot better. I mean, you're literally describing gambling addiction, that's just what it is. Why am I in the Dark World right now? I'm going to Eastern Palace. If there's one thing that having shitty luck is good for, it's completely shutting you off from the idea of actual gambling.
That's nice. 5 items left in Eastern Palace.
It's like I've never felt the pull for the simple fact of I lose too much for it to ever be worth it. You still have other vices, like Stardew.
You stumbled upon more
Damn
heart
it,
pieces.
Stardew! Here
4
we
items
go
left in
again!
Eastern Palace.
I'll take the 1 mil, thanks. $1 million can change my life in ways that are just completely
Marking off the
unfathomable.
Turtle Rock Big Key. 3 treasures left. Whoops. You were supposed to see that one sooner.
There it is. That's what I've been
Gravity
looking for.
Suit on. 2 items left in Eastern Palace. I hear it's time to dig underwater and maybe get something.
Oh, you still can't afford housing with $1 million in Canada. But it would still make a very positive change on my life, to say the least.
Picked up more heart pieces.
It's literally a
1
question
item left in
between
Eastern
enough
Palace.
money to very much change your entire life, guaranteed for the better, versus risking it all to get enough money to never have money problems ever again. Yeah, I'll take the one that's guaranteed to make my life better, thanks. We call that one a no-brainer. 0.7 million for a 2-bedroom house. Christ. One place that I had lived around for a while was charging around that much for condos. Condos! Yeah, maybe not quite that much, but like a full million still. I just laugh, it's like, no!
Mark 10 sticks at Main Street missiles. Toggled 10 arrows on.
So if you're gonna be trying to get me to pay that much for a freaking house or a condo, I'd best not be dealing with an HOA.
Marked off the bow and arrow. Tracked Eastern Palace map.
Yeah.
Even more
I mean,
20
Eastern being
rupees.
mandatory double dip's pretty common in these key sanity scenes, I've noticed. There's so much less of Metroid tends to be open right away, that Eastern ends up often having something that I need.
Do you have enough 20 rupees yet?
Man, I wonder how long I could live off of $1 million. Probably a really long time, because I'm fairly frugal to begin with. I can at least afford to not have to, like,
Cool. More
constantly
50 rupees.
borrow a form of
You
transportation.
stumbled upon more reserve tanks.
That'd be nice. At this point, there's like a vehicle that I borrow often enough that I'm actually one of the people
Insured on it, so that's kind of neat.
It's like, yeah, we pretty much don't use this one. You can use this when you need it. Okay? Just gotta pay for your side of the insurance. Okay. Unfortunately, there's not very much public transit in most places in Canada. So, yeah, you kind of need to have some means of transportation.
Added more 20 rupees. Increasing collection of 20 rupees.
Yeah, it's just major cities. Places like Toronto and Vancouver. And I wonder if Halifax is these days. It's the closest thing to a major city anything on the Far East actually has in terms of Canada. Hey, Tracker! Clear left sand pit.
Huh.
Hey, Tracker, clear left sand pit.
Cleared 2 items in left sand pit.
I never really heard much about transit in Ottawa. I have to imagine it's decent there. I mean, it's the freaking capital of the country, even if it's not nearly as big as several other cities.
Congratulations on beating off Bot 1. Good job on getting the Sanctuary Heart container.
Yeah, we definitely have less issues with very uninhabitable places compared to the States when it comes to roads. I mean, I don't even know if I'd call French the secondary language at this point when it comes to Canada. If you go by raw population, it's probably Mandarin.
Another one.
French is definitely third, though. Behold, my amazing disco cape! Not quite enough for one cycle. Wow, it's really one hit.
Toggle Dragon on. Increasing collection of 20 rupees.
Well, except Quebec. Yeah, it's easier to ask Quebec that one. Dancing Phil, thank you for the 89 months. Nothing's been a little bit more for us today as we're chugging along, doing this here thing that we do. On the traditional Monday randomizer, I'm just kind of chilling. That's actually been something over the years, is Quebec seems to be more okay with just being part of Canada these days. Back in the day, though, they really didn't want to be part of Canada.
Marking off another 300 rupees. Added more heart containers.
Saying long before the days of something like Brexit, there was forever the Bloc de Quebecois wanting to divide themselves from Canada.
Finally, the moment we've all been waiting for since the start of this run. We get to see Shack Tool.
Hey, Shack Tool. Have your music. I can't wait to get a heart piece! Was the last time this check was useful? I think like somewhere around January or February. It's been a while. I know there's at least been one instance of it this year.
Found more 20 rupees.
And that
Shack
ain't
Tool
changing
hasn't seen
today!
himself lately.
Darn, I guessed the wrong super common item. It was the other super common item. There's a reason why the Shack Stash ship has all sorts of things along the lines of a missile expansion, and a hard piece, and 20 rupees, and the mirror shield. Don't get anything with the 200 biddies. I have no idea what any of that means.
Marking off another energy tank.
Oddly, Zora's actually had something useful more often than not. But yeah, Hype Game's been consistently disappointing, which is funny considering it has 5 times the opportunities. Like, my experience with Super Sentai anything is, the original Power Rangers.
And that's about it.
Does Summer Pizza Cats count? That might actually count. At least how it was done in the dub. Okay, that one too then. Still can't believe they're making a game of that.
It's like, oh god, that's so long ago. That's like past the point of the normal nostalgia that's been going on.
How are you even carrying that many bombs?
I wish I could have that many power bombs, Tracker. I seem to be rather short. And yeah, there's a beat 'em up in progress for Samurai Pizza Cats. They actually got like the original dub voice actors and writers back. Actually, I forget if it was also the writers, but definitely the voice actors. And they definitely sound old, but by God, they got the spirit. Yeah, it's like Shredder's Revenge. Oh god, Shredder's Revenge, you can really tell how old Rob Paulson's gotten.
He's still going!
Toggled spooky ghost on.
Probably the biggest example of voice actors definitely gotten super old in games was the DuckTales one. Like the remaster of the original DuckTales for the NES. Because that was Scrooge's, original voice actor while he was still with us. Oh my god, you could tell the poor guy was doing his absolute best. But the amount of energy that came out in those cartoons was not still in them by then.
Toggling criteria level 2 keycard
Oh, hey,
on.
another mandatory forgotten highway, by the way. Yeah, Launchpad pretty much never changed. Yeah, this was the very last thing he did, pretty much. But he still wanted to do it. Which is genuinely pretty cool. I guess I'll go grab that mystery buyer key. I forgot if it was a big key or a small key, so away we go. Pretty sure it was small. Yeah, reprising one was clearly an old favorite role. Seems a pretty good way to do you can do your last legs of life. A really happy memory.
Found more Misery Meyer keys.
Yeah, it's a good game. I like that game. Is it back on the Steam storefront yet? I know it was off for a while there because of licensing issues. It was just one of those Capcom licensed Capcom Disney games for the NES where, you know, they're not that difficult, but they're actually decent quality games. Capcom actually put some effort into licensed games back in the day, which felt really strange, I must say. It's on sale for $4 USD right now. Sweet. I'm glad it's back on the storefront. It was gone for a little while there,
Added
and I was
more
kind of
card
shocked.
containers.
It's like, that's a quality product. Leave it on there. Let people buy the video game. Oh man, beating XNES Lion King was not easy. That game did not like the player very much.
You should have enough now, I think. Picked up more missiles.
Yeah, there are ones that were genuinely merciless for no reason, like freaking Darkwing Duck. They built it
So
up the Mega
many
Man 5
pieces of
engine and
heart.
then proceeded to make a game that was like 10 times more difficult than Mega Man 5.
Tracking sewer key.
SNES Land was a lot more doable than the Genesis one, at least. The Genesis one doesn't like you very much. It wants to kill you. Man, look at all this Turtle Rock stuff I have. Sure would be handy if I had Quake. Yeah, Little Mermaid for the NES was another example of a pretty easy, short game. It wasn't too bad. I mean, yeah, Genesis Aladdin gave him a sword, but he never uses a sword. The only character in the main crew that uses a sword in the movie itself was a Boo. Was there one scene? At the very end, right. Sorry, I haven't watched it in a while. Unsurprisingly, I remember the "you idiots, we all have swords" bit more than just the little bit at the end. It really likes landing on this particular track for Eastern. So many to choose from, yet it's always this one. Link to the Past actually has like 3 Salvus sprites and none of them are any good. Her proportions just don't work very well in Link to the Past size. Or the best ones. Did I really just accidentally tap the L button and then also hit the Y button immediately afterwards? Haven't done that in a bit. It has happened before, but it's been a little bit. But anyways. Probably the best looking one for Link to the Past is the Zero Suit sprite. Just go figure. It's a much less complicated design.
Fresh meat.
Any of the ones that tried to imply the suit, it's too complicated of a design to fit into such a little small piece. I get them credit for trying, but it's a lot. Do I think I can do better? No. I've already opened the door. I mean, Link and Super Metroid, the one that actually looks good is the one that's just 2 links stacked on top of each other. The only other Link that's there is like Zelda 2 Link, and the problem there is that, I mean, that's Zelda 2. And then there's the one that's like a really weird Ocarina of Time version that doesn't have outlines, and the coloration didn't port right, and... I love the 2 Link sprite, though. Link to the Past. Oh, baby. A partial refund. I wouldn't have much of a moveset to pull from.
It's a single arrow. Why are you having me track this? That's the last of them. Pouring one out for Armus Knights.
I don't really play Ultimate with items off. Ultimate is just not a good 1v1 fighter, so, you know. Full party mode with items and, like, silly stages, let's go! It just plays better that way.
Good to see you, Staffall Infinity. Marked off the Skullwood's big key.
Yo, Ranko, how's it going? When did I get the upper no fair boss key? Oh well, time to kill a Crocodile, I guess.
Tracked blue boomerang. To defeat Crocomire, shoot it
You don't like
until
Final
it dies.
Destination or Battlefield that much? That's fine. If you're playing Ultimate, you'll just spend all your time on Pokemon Stadium 2! Oh, God. Freaking Ultimate. Tournament streams are so boring. It's just Pokemon Stadium 2 all day, every day. With two characters just waving the disjoints at each other for the entire match. And then they'll spend 3/4 of the match on the ledge. And I don't mean like the jumping on the ledge constantly type of on the ledge. I mean just playing rock, paper, scissors on the ledge over and over again. The chaos works much better for Ultimate. Yes.
Toggled Crocomire on.
And you know what's the funny part of it? The thing that actually causes a lot of the problems? Ultimate's just too slow.
It's as simple as that.
Added more 20 rupees.
For casual play, it's perfectly fine. But if you want to do the hardcore sweat full on 1v1, it's just too slow.
Toggled wrecked ship level 1 keycard on.
Yeah, but I mean, Melee was actually intentionally made with a lot of different things to appeal to that sort of thing.
Do you have enough primitive explosives yet?
Yeah, anywhere from 4 to 8 players. Shame you can't play 8 online, but I mean, you can't play most of the good modes in Ultimate Online.
Tracked Norfair level 2 keycard.
Okay, so Crocomire was really important today, apparently. God damn. Crocomire had to, super die. I mean, you can probably pull it off as Korean. Definitely look up the Cash branch, though. That's the one that actually has features designed for people that have never tried this randomizer before. Because, Vanilla Super Metroid Randomizer is not exactly kind.
Hopefully you can use it in time before you die.
Okay. Well, that's fine. That's the thing is a kind randomizer. I mean, in terms of, actually giving a crap about the
That's
player,
nice.
yes. In terms of kind as in, the placement of the items, no. I can't help but notice that I have neither of Ridley's keys.
Tracked Ganon's Tower big key. Marking off the Palace of Darkness map. Added more 20 rupees.
There's one.
Good job on getting the lower Norfair boss
Alright, you know
keycard.
what? I'm gonna call that Ridley's front door, and the level 1 key card will be the back door. Because you gotta sneak in the back to make your way to the front to go beat up Ridley.
How are you even carrying that many powerful bombs?
I feel like I might actually have to do that to make Shaq still have anything going.
Cane of Burna is now yours.
It's true, I can make a kind seed. Doesn't always, but they can. Not every scene needs to be that one scene that actually got me to be pretty decent at gate clips for a little while, until the practice all faded away.
Yay. More missiles.
I'm not
Found
too
more
surprised
hard
that the
pieces.
practice eventually faded away, because, like, the thing with gate clips is it's very timing based, and there's not exactly a lot of visual you can do with it. You just have to have a feel for the exact rhythm that you have to press the buttons in. You can put yourself in the right position every time, but you still need to know when to press it. Yep, it's definitely responsible for that one. No, I was just somebody who played that particular randomizer where the entire light world was vanilla, and then as soon as you kill Heliosaur King, suddenly everything is no longer vanilla. Where am I going? Oh, right, Miss Ermeyer. Before I do that, I'm gonna go kill Mothula. Because that bug deserves to burn. Yeah, I played a couple of good randomizers during that little, like, randomizer showcase thing. Like that one where I totally called the gimmick, where we were given absolutely nothing extra for being able to defeat Ganon, and you needed to find something to allow you to have enough magic to defeat him. Since you only had like the fire rod, you could try to go for like the perfect fire shot, but I wasn't gonna do that shit. So I got the big key in Hope Room in
Just one
GT, and
more.
I'm just like, heh, I know exactly where they put the extra magic. So I went to GT Big Chest immediately, skipping over everything else on the way. And oh hey, it's the lamp! Alright then! And proceeded to beat the game and beat the pants off of everybody else who was racing that one because I completely called it! They had this bottle sitting up on like bumper ledge to try to goad you into thinking that's what you needed to do. But I'm just like, nah, that shit's fake. Turns out it was even more fake than I thought. Somehow that wasn't even a real bottle. I don't even know how that works. It's like, what do you mean it's not even a real bottle? How? See, I won that one by like 20 minutes. And then there was the other one that turned every junk item in the game into literally nothing. Which is now why I have the end credits message of nothing! So stupid!
Memorized to this day.
Which is the text it shows for if you have King Zora drop literally nothing.
Found more missiles. That's the last of them. Marked Mothula as defeated. Mark Skillwoods as Red Crystal.
That's time for cashing in that mode. As long as you know how to do Houlihan, not very. They can stop me from doing many things, but Houlihan's not one of them. Need to swap him a drink. Yeah. For the fans. Normally I'll just carry the bird in, but I haven't done a toss in a while, so there's your break. Yeah, I can't play no away those two sources of money. You'd have to get into like some real custom stuff then. Like that one plan though that made it so you only had bombs for the entire seed. And they had to make it so bombs hurt Ganon, and then he had infinite bombs. And before you got access to the infinite bombs, you had to use the big bomb in the Dark World for a bunch of stuff.
Increasing collection of supers. 7 treasures left.
That was less a plan doing more a ROM hack.
Found more Zelda bombs. 6 treasures left.
Ow! This freaking guy! It's in my way! Shit. Well, there does exist a Bomberman sprite for A Link to the Past. That's a different character's bunny sprite for some reason. I don't know if they actually took the time to make that into a full-on sprite.
A bit too late for that hint tile now. Hi.
Man, the hints have been really useless this seed.
Track digging tool. 5 items left in Misery Mire.
A season of Link to the Past and Ward is the final boss? Probably. I tended not to play a lot of the ones that weren't just the Christmas ones. Just shockingly, despite my cynical nature, I'm somewhat festive. A strange mixture, I know.
Good job on getting the Tower of Hero big key.
Oh yeah, I did check out a couple of
4
the
treasures
coolest ones.
left.
There's a couple of good jokes in there, some good
Cool.
yucks.
More Skullwoods keys. 3 items left in Miserable Mire. Save some 20 rupees for the rest of us. 2 items left in Miserable Mire.
One of the less good ones was the one that just filled every single chest with bees. Can we still do seasonals? I don't think so. Ah, there's Quake. Okay.
Tracking Quake.
It's all
Just
coming
one more.
together now. Alright, so Link to the Past needs a sword and the Thieves Town big key. Yeah, again, it needs you to do at least level 3 swords worth of damage. And the minimum way you can get to that is with a spin attack from the Master Sword. This is the only thing I have that even does any real damage to Vitreous here, so meh.
You now have 2120 rupees. That's the last of them.
Excellent!
Sick kill Vitreous.
Hey, Dead Rock! Remember when I said I'd kill you? I didn't lie. Definitely had it coming. Really hit that at the wrong angle. You know, fine, we'll do easy mode. Easy mode.
Is this legal where you live?
Oh, hey, the wave beam finally showed up.
Toggling wave beam on.
Better late than never,
2
I
treasures
suppose.
left. I bet you wish you had seen that hint tile sooner. 1 item left in Tower of Hera. Toggled missile on.
Oh wait, I remember what the boss song is for this set. Bianca, no! Not now! This whole still only having level 1 sword issue is kinda... It's really compounding at this point. I forgot to go dig up the item at Big Spot before coming this way. Damn. Hello. I'm sure there'll be plenty of good stuff and
Picked up more 50
rock once we
rupees.
get up there. Oh,
That's
hey!
everything in Tower of Hera.
Human fairies open.
Good job on annihilating Moldurm. Tower of Hera is now hyper-realistic blood red crystal.
Yeah, I genuinely love how goofy the black and white rival theme is. It's much more fitting for Bianca than it is for Charon, though. So it's more her theme than his. Charon's too much of a grumpy puss for such a silly song. Yeah, that's just Hugh's freaking battle theme. It's as intense as he is. It's like, that one fits. That man has no self-control.
Making a note that Palace of Darkness key is at Ether Tablet. Added more Ice Palace keys. 11 treasures left.
It's like, I'll give him this much. He wasn't much of a rival, but at least he was different. Oh God, was he ever different? I don't actually remember Roland's theme. I know I played the original trading card game for the Game Boy Color, but I didn't play the sequel.
Increasing
So
collection
I'm
of
pretty
10
sure it
arrows.
was never brought stateside.
10 items left in Turtle Rock.
To the Western
9
world.
items left in Turtle Rock. Tracking 3 bombs.
And I only really played the original trading card game once. Many years ago, through the power of emulation. I had a feeling there should be
Your
at least one of
progressive
those
sword
in
is
here.
now even better. 8 treasures left.
I mean, the Truth and Ideals thing was mostly just Black and White, the first game. Black and White 2 did its own thing. It was a much more literal sequel. Following on various plot threads from the previous game, which is still a strange sentence to come out of anything for a Pokemon game.
Tracked Misery Mire map. 7 items left in Turtle Rock.
It's like, what do you mean it's an actual sequel? What? A sequel? You mean like... Really? I mean, the laser eye, the start of the dungeon, you have to turn around for that one. If you're facing it, the door actually locks. Yeah, Gens 5's the last time where Game Freak was really allowed to, you know, cook for a while. And it was when they were still mostly using 2D, the thing they were actually comfortable with, as opposed to, well...
3D hasn't been going so well for them, to put it mildly.
You now have 60 supers. Another one. 6 items left in Tortoise Rock.
I don't think we need more from Unova. And you
Mark
know
off
why I
the
don't think we
Thieves'
need more
Town
from
Big
Unova?
Key.
Because I don't
5
trust current
items
day
left
Game
in
Freak to not
Turtle
fuck it
Rock.
up. It's like, I think it's just fine the way it is. Oh god, 10th gen. I don't even want to think about that after the disaster with the previous one. It wasn't a financial disaster
It
by
does
any
more
means, but it
plus
sure was a
5 bomb
disaster in
capacities.
game design.
4 treasures left. 3 treasures left.
And is
Tracking
yet
castle
another
tower
on my
key.
ongoing list of me getting pissed off about things being removed
Do
that
you
were
have
just
enough
player
Zelda
choice.
bombs
That is
yet?
objectively bad.
2 items left in Turtle Rock. 1 item left in Tortoise Rock.
Don't think I've
Track
forgotten
Swamp Palace map.
that Gen 9 is where they absolutely forced you to have the XP share on at all times. Here's Gen 8. Well, either way, duh! Oh, right. Gen 9 got rid of Switch Shit versus Set mode. Damn, they've been taking away features over time so much that I can't even remember which game did which. Damn, don't think I forgot about... Okay, I really fucked this one up, so I think I'll go... Ah! I'll go burn, that's what I'll do. I'm in a bit of a spot of bother at the moment. Pretty sure there's a green potion in one of these. Ah, it's fine. That could have gone considerably better. It's fine. Everything is fine.
Increasing collection of Palace of Darkness keys. That's the last of them. Pouring one out for Trinix.
I mean, it was actually perfectly fine, because as you can see, I had lots of stuff that could have fixed that situation. I just didn't need to use any of it. I dropped Pokemon like a bad habit after Gen 7. Haven't come back to it since. I'm waiting for a good game. Something tells me I'll be waiting a while. I'm at least happy to watch battles of it, because they're actually genuinely interesting at this point. It's such a weird contrast, like, the competitive scene's actually looking pretty good. The actual games, less good.
I bet you wish you had seen that hint tile sooner.
That didn't hit the switch? What do you mean that didn't hit the switch? Damn, that's actually the reason why I was using the boomerang instead of the hook shot. Since hitbox is generally a lot more generous on the Switch. Generally
40 more
generous.
20 rupees.
Yeah, my brain's working real
3
good right
items
now.
left in Thieves' Town.
I haven't started going into autopilot or anything. What are you talking about? A non-Nintendo console game? Was Little Town Hero on anything other than Switch?
Tracking Book of Medora. 2 treasures left.
I'm gonna be trapped in
Tracking
Castelia
magic
City
powder.
forever again.
1 item left in Thieves' Town.
If there's any like one singular part I point at with both Gen 5 games that I'm just like, I really don't like this part.
It's Castelia. Oh.
Little Town Hero was also PC and PS4, so it's probably been there since then, unless they made one in between. I only remember about Little Town Hero's existence because that's when the relationship between Game Freak and Toby Fox started.
Found more Ganon's tower keys. That's the last of them. Sig term blind.
Excellent! Yeah, it was fairly recent. That's why I'm wondering if there was anything in between. So now Toby did music for that one, and then he was doing some music for Gen 9 as well.
You must construct additional missiles.
I remember this more than just the criteria boss key. I also need the lower warfare with level 1 key card. Gen 8 tracks? Were they DLC ones, I'm guessing? Speaking of Toby. Battle Tower space game? Alright. Unsurprisingly, I don't know a whole lot about Gen 8.
Tracked quarter magic.
I mean, if I had to pick anything to describe Gen 8 is, it was certainly a generation of Pokemon that exists after they started using 3D. The best thing coming out of Gen 8 was all the people just going with the female trainer being Scottish.
Even more explosive arrows.
honestly, I'm not too bothered by axing chunks of the Pokemon in the various games, because, I mean, come on, there's over 1,000 of them at this point.
We don't need to have them in every single game.
It's like, Melting may be my favorite, but I won't be sad if I can't use them in a generation or two. One of my favorite aspects of playing Gen 5 the first time was that it forced you to use
You
the
must
new ones.
construct additional
There
power
it
bombs.
is. Okay. Oh my
Mark
god.
off the lower north air level 1
I'm gonna go
keypad.
do Ridley first because I really want to find out if the criteria boss key is down there. Because that's all I'm still missing. Nobody gets after Garbodor. There are far worse things than a bag of trash and an ice cream cone. Are they great designs? Well, no. But they're certainly worse. Wait, I'm here to check checks. I need to go this way.
Hoarding more missiles. Marking off the high jump boots.
Yeah, set of keys was Gen 6. But I mean, ghost types just kind of being objects had been a thing for a bit before then.
Good job on annihilating Golden Torso.
Honestly, the Ghastly line's one of the few times I'll kind of look at that and go, yeah, okay, this is genuinely a really good design. There's a lot of balls in Gen 1, but now that line's good. It's like, I look at Gengar, it's like, that's a freaking Gengar. He's just a cool guy. Ah, there's the Ice Beam, okay.
Toggling Ice Beam on.
Yeah, the old games are a bit rough to go back to without some level of quality of life. Really rough. There's some really genuinely cool, like, Gen 1 designs in there. There's actually a good chunk. There's a lot of, like, just regular-ass creatures and balls as well, but, you know. It's a mixture. Every generation is a mixture. There's good designs in every single one of them. That's one of those things where I'd say no one generation's better than the other. Except for maybe, like, Gen... Well, no, there's some good stuff in Gen 2 as well. Okay, I can't really look
Pick up
at
more
Gen 8
20
because
rupees.
I don't know Gen 8. I'm sorry. I know nothing about it. I mean, Scorbunny's base form is really cute, even if it is just a rabbit with a little bandage sticking on his nose. Oh, but is that my like, big metal bird thing? Yeah, that one's pretty cool. No, a different big metal bird. This one's a lot more imposing than Skybury. The Skybury's pretty cool too. I like Skybury. Alright, but then get on down here. Oh, there's you. I don't like that thing's design.
Toggled Ridley on.
Not mine, but I can see people liking that one.
Hopefully this will help things.
There's actually several in Gen 7 that I really liked that come out immediately to mind. Like, Rockruff is straight up just my favorite rock type. It's such a cute freaking dog! How can I not love it? It's a good boy. I think it's Oricolio or something. It's the fancy bird. I like that bird. And it's various forms. Which, like, on Rock 2, I like. Definitely not the werewolf one. That one looks dumb. I think it's the one that's just a bigger version of Rockruff, which
Found
I believe is
supers.
the in the middle one. So not sun, not moon, but the one that I couldn't even get. Yeah, the midday one, I think it is. Hey, Tracker, escape power bomb room is nothing.
Cleared the room in Lower Norfair that you hope doesn't have anything because you need to go through a morph ball maze.
Yeah,
Good job on getting the power bomb.
Yeah, look, I'm not gonna know my name. I stopped playing the game before I even finished it.
So many explosive arrows.
It's definitely not any of the Ultra Beasts. I hate those things. Like, if I had to point out any particular category of Pokemon where I genuinely hate the designs,
How you
it's
doing,
those.
Procession Crash?
It's too much. It is officially the shark jump of designs for me. It's like, look, I can understand people liking Buzzswole, but God, does it still look stupid. I don't even know what the hell the crossbow is. My only exposure to that was Make a Good Mega Man level 3, and I hated it there. So
You know what? I guess that's just how I feel about it.
I can't help but notice I still don't have the criteria boss key. I mean, I can remember one other fellow from Gen 9. I mean, it's freaking Clodsire. You just take one look at Clodsire, it's just like... I mean, you're just a Quagsire that decided to lay on its stomach, but you're still freaking cute. Also the dog that's just baked bread. It's also really freaking cute. Ugh. Damn it. Yeah, fine, dough. I'd be excited about, like, cats, but for some reason all the cats tend to have the same issue. They're either ugly as sin, or they end up standing up on their goddamn hind legs. Just let a cat be a cat. God. It's like, look, Incineroar, you have tons of personality, but I wanted a cat! Actually, hang on. Before I do anything else, just in case Palace of Darkness has what I need, I should probably pick up one more key. The only cat I've gotten in the whole series that's just a regular-ass cat.
It's Persian. That's it. That's all.
Added more Palace of Darkness keys.
Not a lowland version. Kind of with Delcat. Delcatty's weird. It's like somebody crossbred a cat with a poodle.
Hoarding more E-tanks. 26 treasures left. 25 items left in Ganon's tower. Tracked missile.
I mean, it makes sense that they buff the feline cats having the feline Pokemon, because most of them really, really suck. And then the ones that don't tend to be bipedal. See, Incineroar, Masquerada, Mewtwo.
Neat. 24 treasures left.
I mean, it's got Mew in the name, and ears that are kind of like cat ears. I didn't label it as a cat.
Toggling Turtle Rock map on. 23 treasures left. 22 treasures left. Palace of Darkness key is now yours. Found more pieces of heart. 21 items left in Ganon's tower. 20 treasures left. Bacon. Found more missiles.
Yeah, they definitely have a preference towards
19
dogs.
items left in Ganon's
There's so
tower.
many good bullies throughout the series. Right down to the original game with frickin' Arcanine. That's a good boy. Good little guy. There it is! Alright,
Marked off
good.
the criteria boss keycard.
Hey,
18 items
Tracker!
left in Ganon's tower.
It's pizza time.
17 treasures left. 16 treasures left. 15 items left in Ganon's tower. Tracked an energetic tank.
Hey,
The
Tracker,
Palace
it's
of
pizza
Darkness
time.
big key and a piece of heart. Toggled go mode. On.
A rare instance where I actually absolutely had to come do Ganon first, more or less. Have a good one, Rico. Thanks for dropping by. I can tell last week's scene was a bit unprecedented because it only showed 81% item completion. This is gonna be another one that's in the 90s. I mean, even Gen 2 had a good dog. Look at Hound Doom. Look at that dog. That's a good dog. I mean, it's a bit of a menacing dog, but I mean, that's still a good dog. I have nothing against dogs, I'm just more of a cat person.
Fresh meat.
You see that little bit of lag when the first one spawns? That's why I missed it during the cross key scene. My timing's too based on that little bit of lag at this point. The Houndor line is just for people who actually like Rottweilers, I guess. I mean, Rottweilers can be perfectly fine. They just need to be trained. They've got a lot of energy, they're difficult to take care of. You gotta do your part.
Picked up more borders. 14
Occurs to
treasures
me
left.
But I almost have all the
13
power
items
bombs.
left in Ganon's tower. Marked off
After
10
going
arrows.
pretty much the entirety of Super Metroid with like 15 power bombs.
Upgraded progressive sword by 1 step. 12 items left in Ganon's tower. Save some heart containers for the rest of us.
Now we found where everything
11
was.
treasures left.
Everything was just hiding out in Ganon's tower. Damn, at least that sword that I got as the first sword was the only available sword. Because 2 were locked in Ganon's tower and the other was locked behind Total Rock, which needs a sword to use the medallion to get through the front door. Damn. What was that direction? Alright, this should be the world's freest triple. If somebody would stop throwing blue balls, that is! This is going perfectly well. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh man, I just remembered another Gen 5 design that I really, really like.
Lilligant.
The version of them in Legends, it's not bad, but I definitely prefer the original. It's more of a ballerina version. Complete with the tights. I like the foofy dress.
Marked Ganon as defeated.
Didn't Whimsicott also come from Gen 5? Also another peak design. Cute little fluff ball. At least one of the starters and turned into something that I don't hate though. Call Smug Snake. Both Embor and Samurott have the curse of just having too much shit all over their design. And then there's Smug Snake, who just starts off as a noodle and remains as a noodle, just with less appendages. I actually don't know what Hisui and Samurott looks like. It's just edgy. Oh, I probably wouldn't like it then. It's big shocker. I tend to have a bias towards simpler, cuter designs. You could have seen that one coming.
Get ready for the baby skip.
I don't think it hit enough. Nah. Almost. I'll just stand right here. Oshawan's definitely cute, yeah. I'm just not fond of Samurott. I even like the mid-form better. The mid-form's almost always kind of odd.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
I'm working on it! This brain takes a bit to reset there, Tracker. I mean, there's two easy examples for pointing at the mid phases being considerably better than their final ones. And it's Grovile, my main man. And, well, breaks in. Like, Delphox isn't bad, but come on. But I mean, Fennekin's better than both of those, so whatever. The baby forms are usually the better ones anyways. Yeah, Spaghetti is definitely what I immediately think of when it comes to the baby form being the best one. It's just a cute-ass cat! That's all I really want! Yeah, Dragonair's fine, but... Dragonair is essentially a prototype Militic, if is what I'd go for. They're both just trying to be pretty noodles, but one's prettier than the other. Pretty good. 4 shots.
Toggled mother brain on. That was an amazing stand-up glitch. Only 4 shots.
Yeah, even if you do stand-up glitch perfectly, you won't kill mother brain in time. It's probably a way to do it with, like, glitches or whatnot. Like, even more substantial glitches. I don't mind Dragon Knight. Just so freaking cuddly looking. Which is a bit of a strange evolution for the first, like, major dragon type, I suppose, but nevertheless, there they are. It's just a big happy fella. Even a lot of the back sprites just have him with a doofy little grin. It's always funny looking Dragonite in contrast to, you know, Charizard. It's like one of these is a lot more dragon
Timer
than the
paused.
other.
Took
And
you
it's
long
not-
enough.
And it's not the one with the dragon typing.
They weren't ready to commit to Fire Dragon yet. It took a few generations of power creep for that one. Actually, wait, do we have a Fire Dragon other than Charizard X? I forget a lot of the dragon types. Alright, Reshiram, right.
Way to go! You got first place!
Congratulations. Since I played Pokemon White, I'm not super familiar with Reshiram. You know, that makes sense. You got the solid black dragon as the white box art dragon, and then you got the solid white dragon as the black box art dragon. Oh, yeah. Turtonator? Turtonator! That's a... Hang on, I gotta look at that. I've never heard that name before, and it amuses me greatly. Hey, Sarah, what the hell's a Turtonator? Turtonator.
Oh, hey! I think I've seen this design before.
Hang on. Let's get this image open in a new tab real quick. Hey guys, I found Turtonator! There it is!
It's like, hey, I've seen this exact design style before.
I mean, it's still just a turtle standing on its hind legs. That's really it. I don't think anybody has a copyright on turtles. Unless they are both teenage mutants and ninja. Alright, 285 out of 316. That is indeed a lot of checks. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead and call it there. If you enjoy the content, please give it a follow. It helps the channel grow. Just those numbers going on up that we need to succeed here on Twitch.tv. On the YouTube side of things, give it a subscribe. You'll get the notifications as well. I'm gonna be back on again tomorrow, probably with the Monkey Rando. It's GDQ week, so I don't think I'm gonna be doing anything super high key this week. Until it's done. In the meantime, though, I'll catch y'all later. See ya.